Hi, my name is Ira Carroll, and I just want to share a quick story with you. Back in the early 1980s, there was this really small family consisting of a mother, a father, and a young child. The young child's name was Armand. And the mother had just gotten a horrific car accident. She was demolished and her body was mangled and died instantly in the accident. And the son, Armand, was just saddened and depressed by this recent event. And the father noticed that Armand was just saddened and depressed, and he knew he had to be strong for Armand. And he looked Armand in the eye and he said, "Armand, I will always be there for you, no matter what. I will always be there for you, no matter what." And so a year went by, and a devastating earthquake took the city of Armenia, 8.2 on the Richter scale. And by some chance of faith, by some event of God, the house that they lived in withstood itself and survived the earthquake, which was where the father was at the time. And the boy Armand was at school at the time. And after the dust settled and the rubble just kind of piled, the father thought, "Oh no, what about Armand?" And he thought Armand might be dead. So he runs out of the house with that thought, and he runs out and runs 6 blocks down the road to see that the school had just become a pile of bricks. And he started sobbing. He started sobbing deeply. And he thought, "Armand, no." And then the thought came to his mind of the time when he told Armand that he would always be there for him no matter what. And with that thought, he jumped on the pile of bricks and started digging, and started scraping his hands and digging and digging and digging, ferociously digging, hour after hour, just scarring his hands, and his hands were just bleeding. But he just intensely dug and dug and dug and dug for Armand. And after 24 hours and 30 hours of digging, he finally heard a sweet voice coming from the rubble. And the sweet voice said, "Is somebody there?" And the father said, "Armand, is that you?" And Armand said, "Yeah, Dad, it's me. There's 14 others down here." And the father said, "What do you mean there's 14 others down there?" And Armand said, "Yeah, Dad, they wanted to give up and they wanted to quit, but I told them that my dad said he would always be there for me." And in that moment, he pulled Armand out of the bricks and out of the rubble and embraced him tightly. And the question I want to ask you is there someone inside of you worth digging for?